Man, I tell you, there's times where these people absolutely disgust me. It's absolutely disgusting how a bunch of the Cleveland media are going about treating Shedeur Sanders, the entire anybody but Shedeur Sanders mafia, the Anthony Limas of the world, the Jason Lloyds of the world. These dudes get exposed every single day. G. Bush on the spot again. Listen, now they want Kyler Murray. Now y'all just had 5'0" Dylan Gabriel. Now you want 5'0" Kyler Murray, who's much more talented than Dylan Gabriel ever would be, by the way. But now y'all want Kyler Murray, who has not been a success with the Arizona Cardinals. This is literally the anybody but Shedeur movement. I'm telling y'all, that's exactly what this is. G. Bush exposed this whole thing. The minute Andrew Berry goes to get another quarterback or goes to get a safety in the draft or one of these things, they're going to bury him. They're going to bury him. It's nasty work, man. Let's get into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification to hype the video. Let's get right into things, man. We're going to start on 92.3 The Fan, Ken Carmen, Anthony Lima, talking about this Kyler Murray situation. And then we're going to watch G. Bush break this whole thing down and expose these people, man. Let's get into it.
Put Shedeur out there and see what happens. Well, Kenny, you're a part of the cult. Let's just mind, if I pay attention to the internet, there's no happy medium here. If I am open-minded to anybody else, I'm one of the greatest haters of all time. If I am somebody who says, well, let's just put Shedeur out there and see what happens. Well, Kenny, you're a part of the cult. I'm like, well, I'm not a part of the cult. Okay? But I just don't want my time wasted. But if it comes down to, like, Kyler Murray, for that matter, what am I to do? Because I don't want to play Kyler Murray for this football team. And you brought him up yesterday. Do I really want Kyler Murray on this football team? Because go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, we've got audio of your thoughts on Kyler Murray.
Let it ride. I think he's a wonderful player. Really wonderful player. Not true.
Wait a second.
That is not true.
That's not
Grant
the one.
Delpit.
Wait,
Hold
that's
on.
not it?
That's Delpit, damn it.
Okay, maybe this is it.
You really can guarantee me Kyler Murray's better than Shedeur Sanders or anything we got?
Yes. I don't think you can't.
Here, Anthony Lima. Yeah, he's better than Shedeur. Yeah, he also is getting $80-some million or something crazy, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Fine. There's no way. If you were to poll teams in the league, they'd be like, yes, Kyler Murray's better. Now, Kyler Murray comes with his own set of headaches, and there's a ceiling there.
That's why I don't think he's worth it.
Kyler Murray's had a bunch of huge games. You think Shedeur's going to have a bunch of huge games this year?
I don't know. I'd like to see. Well, that's part of the reason you make the change, don't you? Because you want to see him opened up. So there you go. Hell, I'm giving you arguments, and I don't even believe it. This is
I saw a guy last night that must.
So the question was, Ken kind of at the end of the Sheens Limited, but I did feel the need to defend the take that I didn't even really make, which was, did you know since he came into the league, his advanced metrics are ahead of Baker Mayfield's? They're ahead of Trevor Lawrence's. They are ahead
all
of
questionable QBs.
Sam Darnold. What did he do last year?
Still a questionable QB.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, it's become the chic thing to be like, how do we find our next Sam Darnold? How do we find?
So now, you got Anthony Lima. He's pushing for this whole Kyler Murray thing. It literally, they went from Kyler Murray to Kirk Cousins, Malik Will. It never stops with these guys. It never stops. G. Bush, here go the spatula. Cook up.
I'm just playing. Let's get to it. So this is the first one. This gonna happen. So all y'all know, just so you know, this gonna happen. They're gonna come with the competition, and you done already seen what they doing. I really feel like this gonna be they'll eventually come around because I'm the only one that keep telling them who gonna be in the quarterback room, and they keep doing musical chairs with guys. It's Kyler Murray and C.J. Stroud. Who else is gonna be? Malik Willis. They just thinking of quarterbacks off the top of their head. Let's go. Let's get to the second part. Let's see what they're gonna do. Next thing, they do it every year. People. Really, what the Browns really want to do is they want to tank and get to 29. What they really want to do is tank and get Arch. You mean like they were supposed to do this year? Only one problem. The coach got fired, and the owner said he got fired because he didn't win enough games. So why you continue to keep advocating that people is going to take L's and lose games when the owner is telling you what they're going to do? Oh, I don't pay attention to that. All right. Deshaun Watson, he's going to be on the team. Oh, don't pay attention to that. Kevin Stefanski. I've been told that he's out, and Andrew Berry saying, hey, don't listen to that. I heard Shedeur Sanders, the team want him to be the starting quarterback. Oh, I don't listen to that. You're trying to get him to tank. Here's where it gets deep. Here's what it gets deep. Y'all gotta understand the reverse pickpocket move. You gotta understand the reverse play that's happening right underneath your nose. You're advocating. Let's be clear. A lot of people don't even want Andrew Berry to be here. So anything that they're suggesting that Andrew Berry do, take it with a grain of salt, because it's used to give you a false sense of security and act like they're trying to be honest arbiters with Andrew Berry. People are on the record saying they did not know how Kevin Stefanski was gone and AB was here. So now they're going to say, I think the Browns are going to tank and get another quarterback. Why would you think that Andrew Berry could afford to tank games and you've been already calling for his job this year? Do you think we're naive enough to not understand that as soon as they start to tank, as soon as they implement some of these harebrained schemes you guys are coming up with, don't you understand that we know that you're going to then turn around and then call for his job? Let's go ahead and just run the scenarios. Let's say they get Malik Willis. I'm going to give you the scenarios. The Browns got Malik Willis. Well, okay, you got Malik Willis. It's $30 million. He's played 6 games. He comes out, plays terribly. In 5 games, and you start off 1-4, 1-5. You're going to call for the general manager to be fired, because you're going to say, how could you give a guaranteed contract, $30 million, to a quarterback who only plays 6 games? You'll be the first to say it. You'll then say, how can you then take the available cap money that you had and not invest it in the offensive line like you knew you should have did for 3 years? And you wouldn't do that with Kevin Stefanski. You didn't invest in the offense when Kevin was here, and that got him fired. So now we want you fired, all because because you want Malik Willis and a new shiny toy? Stop it. We're not dumb. We're not doing that. Okay, let's go down this road. Draft Ty Simpson. You draft an under 6'2" quarterback who had a mediocre year after the cats caught on to him. He ain't even better than the quarterback that they got right now. They told him you might want to hit the draft, because you come back here, you might not be starting at Alabama. We got standards around here. You draft Ty Simpson. You throw him in the game. He turns out to look like Colt McCoy. You gonna say, how could you use a top draft pick? How can you use a top first-round draft pick on him after you just used a draft pick on Shedeur Sanders, who might have been better than him? You just used the top 100 pick on Dylan Gabriel, which you swung and missed on, and now you miss on Ty Simpson. Guess what? You're getting fired. See how this works? Oh, let's bring Kirk Cousins in. Kirk Cousins comes in, looks terrible, looks shot, can't throw the football downfield, and you're going to say, why would you take the Atlanta Falcons retreads? Kirk Cousins wasn't good enough to play for the Falcons. You take him, give him some money, and he's old. He couldn't even be a bridge quarterback. You did the same thing with Joe Flacco and didn't realize you got to develop a quarterback. You keep swinging and missing with these quarterbacks. Now you got an old quarterback on your roster, and you still got to restart over next year, and you don't have 2 first-round picks to do it. You're going to get fired. So really, you're advocating all of the things that's going to get people fired. Well, maybe that might be the outcome you were looking for. Let's talk about this angle before we get to your chats. Oh, it's a setup. It's a setup. I'm always looking at the setup. The woo-woo is always coming. Draft positions outside of wide receiver and offensive line. Don't go for the rage bait. I've already explained to you why it's rage bait. I've already explained to you why it ain't going to happen. But let me just say, don't fall for it, because this is also part 2, part 3, part 4 of the setup. The setup is we advocate for position groups all over the place. We want to advocate for position groups. Let's get to it. We want to advocate for position groups outside of the ones that you actually need. All the ones you need. I think Caleb Downs is substantially better than everyone else on both sides of the balls. The Browns have been so bad on offense that I think we're all warped. You got to get really good players on why you can't rule out safety Caleb Downs. So now we're going to say after all year and after people who thought Kevin Stefanski was here advocating that he needed more weapons than when he was fired, now you're going to get to a point in the season where we telling you Shedeur Sanders needs an opportunity, or whoever your quarterback is, to be able to even prove that he's a guy by having the ability to have enough good, competent pieces on the offensive line and weapons around to make the evaluation. You then say, oh, well, we want to run a clock out, because you were never interested in seeing him play to begin with. But when he actually started playing and showing promise, you said, we got to stop this at all costs. Because what happens if he actually does get weapons? What happens if he does get the reps? Well, then again, it might be all she wrote. It might be all she wrote with that. So you now, even though you've been advocating for 2 years, even though you advocate for 2 whole years that we need offensive linemen, we need receivers. We've been talking about this forever. Now, all of a sudden, you want to go get defensive players and safeties? You know why? Because you know actively that a receiver and offensive line helps the Browns. I'm not sure you want the Browns to be helped. I think you would really like them to draft Caleb Downs. The Browns defense is still good. And then when the Browns are terrible offensively, you can then say, see, I told you Shedeur wasn't good. See, I told you they didn't have a quarterback. And then you can also say it was malpractice that then Andrew Berry didn't go get receivers and offensive line and knew about what he needed to do. But right now, you're going to advocate take best available, right? Because really what happens is when you take best available, you're hoping that they take a position that don't make them better. And then you can get one fell swoop. You can get Watson out of here. You can get Shedeur out of here. You can get Andrew Berry up out of here. And you can do it in one fell swoop. And then you can start over and do it just like you want with people you identify with. I get my quarterback now. Yeah, we go right back to woo, woo. Yeah. Well, let's get to this. You think I'm playing and you think this is just something, do you think that this is something I've just now been doing? No. I'll show you how this is a pattern. Let me show you concrete receipts. And it's from me. Just talk about me. I'm not going to talk about nobody else. Talk about me. I told you I don't say y'all names. I'm talking about me. Let me show you how for a fact people have been doing the same song and dance for years around here. And it don't got nothing to do with Shedeur Sanders. It's the delusion. Watch this. Watch the dates. Watch the dates now. When was this? 2024, January. Was Shedeur Sanders on the team? No. Was Shedeur Sanders anywhere near the building? No. Here we go. The Browns have to overdo it when it comes to improving the offensive roster. I've been consistent about this I wanted to show you the receipts. Don't let nobody, see, this is disrespectful. This is the problem I be trying to talk to y'all about, and I be getting angry about it. Stop trying to act like I'm up here moving around and shucking and jiving just because Shedeur Sanders got up in the mix. I've been standing 10 toes down talking about this in this market for well over 4 years with every quarterback. Stop trying to tell me you only saying this because it is. I've been consistent. The Browns have to overdo it when it comes to improving the offensive roster. Go above and beyond and give, at the time, who the quarterback was. See, this was what I'm trying to, you see how we be putting this together? The same tactics they use on Deshaun Watson, they will use on Shedeur Sanders. Just go back and just change the name on the quarterback. We still got it. Give Watson multiple weapons to maximize his ability to lead an explosive offense. We need 2 starting quality receivers. Did I say this because Shedeur Sanders was here? Did I say it? No. I said this years ago with Deshaun Watson. I got time. Stop trying to tell me what I'm doing. Stop trying to tell me how I'm moving. Oh, you're just saying that to say this. You're just saying that, and I've been saying that. Let's keep it going. We need another top flight running back to add to Nick Chubb. But here in Cleveland, we're not interested in adding nothing. We're not interested in adding anything. We're not interested in people doing their part. We're not interested in holding the coach accountable. We are only interested in running around, talking about quarterbacks, shifting and moving people around like it's fantasy football.
G. Bush exposed it, bro. These people want to get all these other positions because they don't want to put anything around Shedeur Sanders because they want him to fail. Now they're pushing for Kyler Murray. They was pushing for Kirk Cousins. They was pushing for Malik Willis. They was pushing for like it's nonsense, man. G. Bush on the cook-up, exposing his own comrades, these Cleveland insiders, man. Shout out to G. Bush in the barbershop, man. Get down in those comments. Let me know what you think, man. Let's keep the vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.